had to shut it all down and remind everybody. Now TikTok. Some of you may know, some of you may not know Dalton's situation. I don't fully know details to Dalton's situation. I have not talked to Dalton about that situation that happened a year ago. That's what I'm talking about, the situation that happened a year ago. That live was not about Dalton and his situation. People were sending me things on Dalton. People were coming in my box talking to Dalton. People were putting in the chat things about Dalton. I tried to fucking stop it. I didn't fucking entertain it because it was not right at that moment in time. So, for the person who is talking shit right now, go ahead and keep talking shit. I don't give a fuck. But y'all was wrong trying to fucking change the shit and put that shit on fucking Dalton. I'm sorry. And I'm going to fucking say this. After this calms down with this little Faith girl, right? Because it will calm down a little bit. TikTok, right, is not gonna have anything to talk about except for how Dalton got involved. I see it, I know it, I fucking feel it. So, I'm gonna tell you guys this. As these people start showing screenshots and they start doing things and talking about Dalton, if you hear it on the fucking street, if it even happens, if it even fucking happens, go listen to both sides of the stories, you guys, right? We did that last night, right? And I'm so glad I went live last night and I heard that guy's side of the story, because this situation, you guys, could have ruined this man's life. It could have ruined him. Could have fucking ruined him by the accusations this young girl was saying about him. And I'm sorry, I know she has a disability, whatever that situation is. A disability, whatever that situation is. And if she doesn't clearly understand what she did and how she implied to TikTok, all the fucking TikTok, she needs to learn a little bit. She needs to go back. She needs to rewatch her lives, clearly listen and understand what she did wrong. Her lives, clearly listen and understand what she did wrong. My thoughts, my opinions. My people, for me, that come to my room every single day and hang out with me, you know who you are. Leave this girl alone, right? I am no longer involved in that shit. I did what I did, and it's time for me to move on, right? That's how I do things. People come to me, they ask me for advice, they want to do court. Let's do court. Let's fucking talk. Let's talk about it. Time to move on. We're not gonna go over there and continue. I heard she was off the app. I don't know. I don't know that full story. But I will not go over there and question her and ridicule her and do all of that. That's not who I am. That's not what I want you guys to do either. So please don't do that to her. Leave this girl alone. Let her be. Let her friends, right? Her friends and her mods and her family help her figure that out. that Jaden boy, boy. That Jaden, I don't know who that Jaden is, nor do I fucking care. Nor do I care. He ever comes into my live, mods, fucking get him out of here. Get him out of here. I don't want him in here. The only type of people, right, the worst type of people in my eyes is, number one, a thief, right? But a liar is worse than a fucking thief in my eyes. There's no reason to lie. And I hope you guys really paid attention last night. Lies can destroy people. They can absolutely 100% destroy people. So, you guys, get both sides of the story. Please get both sides of the story. Do not just blindly sit there and listen to one person. First thing, right? Second thing, it may not be the fucking popular opinion. You know, I put my neck out there last night, and I swear I thought, Megan, if you do this, you're going to get drugged for protecting somebody who does something to children, is what I was thinking. Megan, do not do this. Do not go live and talk to these people and get involved. I am so glad that I did. I'm so glad that he came into my box and spoke to all of you guys. I'm so glad I did it. I'm so glad she came over and she was talking and you guys heard her backpedal, tell the lies, not understanding, nothing was wrong. It's not okay. It's not okay. You know, the unpopular opinion, you may get drugged for speaking up for the unpopular opinion. You may. But what's right is right. And I'm glad I fucking did it. And I'm going to repeat this one more time, TikTok, for all you people that are listening and screen recording and thinking you're going to come after me for doing what I did. If you think for a minute I'm going to entertain your bullshit on this topic, on what I said in my live last night and how I fucking responded, you're absolutely out your goddamn mind. Let's listen to some music.
Soda Shop. Roundup Cool Action products kill and prevent weeds for up to 4 months.
don't know, like, I don't know how late everybody was up last night, right? I was up until probably 1 o'clock, right? She was live, and there was probably, I think when I was there was about 700 people, and it was live, and there was probably, I think when I was there was about 700 people, and the people in her box was questioning her about her, not about her financials, but about how she's asking everybody for money. She asks everybody for money. What does she do with? And from my understanding, this is my understanding, she collects quite a bit of money per the people that were in her box that have openly admitted and said, I sent you $300, I sent you $200, I sent you this, I sent you this. You showing receipts last night when that woman came in my box and showed that receipt on how she collected, what was it, 19 million freaking diamonds? And now, I guess, they were live all night long talking about it. So, there you go, all you awareness people who want to call out a scammer, a beggar, right? I mean, there's proven evidence right there as of fucking 24 hours that she is doing all of this. And she has been doing it for years. And she thinks it's okay. So I feel sorry for her on that aspect, because you know there's going to be people digging into that. What's up, sugarbugs?
Hey, girly. Boy, boy, oh boy. What in the world happened last night?
Was you not there, girl?
Girl, yeah, I'm the one who got kicked out of the box, remember? Because I went after
Oh,
Dalton. Uh,
I'm sorry. My
no,
people
I
in
get it.
queue. It was crazy last night.
I understood why you did it, but I was trying to protect you because I was like, okay, Dalton he doesn't have the whole story here, and I knew it was going to unleash fury, and I was like, oh, Megan's going to get drugged big time, and I was so worried because I was like, Dalton made a snap decision and went off. In my opinion, it's my opinion. He went off kilter and he like went after this guy, and I was like, this guy is a quadriplegic in a freaking wheelchair, and I just was like, and I was like, he is not guilty of what she's saying, and but he was so convinced. He made a snap judgment call to go after him, and I'm like, you're gonna ruin this man's life. You are gonna ruin this man's life, and I was not okay with that. And I was just like, back.
I mean, I could agree with you last night, but I seen Dalton. He was high. I mean, I could agree with you last night, but I seen Dalton. He was highly upset over the situation, very hurt, very triggered.
Yeah.
I believe he made a decision off of his feelings instead of facts.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
that was my whole thing. Is I was like, let's get facts.
Instead of facts.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
that was my whole thing. Is I was like, let's get facts. Let's get proof before we start saying somebody did something. Especially when you're involved in the police. I mean, this guy's a school teacher, and that I mean, I'm almost positive involved in the police. I mean, this guy's a school teacher, and that I mean, I'm almost positive because of this, and the police have been involved. I am positive, pretty sure. I'd have to verify it for his state that they will have to at least notify the school to let them know of the allegations, and they'll have to do some sort of investigation. This could be really bad
Well,
for this man.
well, and I mean,
This could be really bad
well,
for this man.
well, and I mean, Dalton did apologize. He did. He admitted he was wrong. He did fucking apologize to Jeremy and all of that, right? I mean, so we have to just accept that apology and move. He did fucking apologize to Jeremy and all of that, right? I mean, so we have to just accept that apology and move on. I mean, sometimes people are wrong, and when you're wrong, and the only way to fucking fix it is to own it, admit it, and apologize and move on, right? And that's why I said, when after all of this situation calms down, if admit it and apologize and move on, right? And that's why I said, when after all of this situation calms down, if TikTok comes for fucking Dalton, I will not fucking entertain it. And if they come for me, I will not fucking entertain TikTok with this bullshit. Absolutely not.
Well, I mean, I
fucking entertain it. And if they come for me, I will not fucking entertain TikTok with this bullshit. Absolutely not.
Well, I mean, I understand. I mean, I did not hear the apology, but I'm glad he did. But I mean,
Yes.
fact of the matter is the damage might already be done, and so apology is great. But if he loses his, I just hope that if people contacted the police, that they now recontact the police and give them the rest of the story, so they'll drop. If people contacted the police, that they now recontact the police and give them the rest of the story, so they'll drop any additional investigation. That's my hope for this young man.
Well, I think, I mean, I don't know.
That's my hope for this young man.
Well, I think, I mean, I don't know. I don't know anything about with him working in the school, if the police do have to contact the school to let the school know, hey, there was this allegation. I don't know anything about that. I don't know how true that is, right? But I do know school, if the police do have to contact the school to let the school know, hey, there was this allegation. I don't know anything about that. I don't know how true that is, right? But I do know that the police went there and talked to the man and said, what is going on? And they know that it's a false allegation. So hopefully the police will just nip it in the butt and it won't go anywhere, right?
So the police did confirm like that they did not buy it and they weren't going to take it any farther. Well, that's good. And maybe
Yes.
given everything's going to be cleared.
Yes, from my understanding. So when he was live when the police showed up, and he was saying, I have to end my live. The police are here. And you could hear the police talking. You could hear, the mom talking to the police. And the dad had to come over and help turn the live off. Something happened to where it didn't get turned off. It actually stayed on. It just went onto his green screen. He turned his camera off instead of the live is what happened. So you heard a little bit of that conversation. And then the live did end up ending. But he came in the box and said last night that the police came and talked to him and they told their side of the story, and that was it. Like, there's nothing moving forward on the police end of this. So,
God, man, what a night. Gosh. Poor guy. Well, so how long did you go last night?
I was live until probably about midnight, I think.
Oh,
And then there were people that were upset with me because I was shutting down every time they tried to turn the story into Dalton. Well, Dalton this, Dalton that, Dalton that. And I told them, this is not a conversation and another court date. Well, then that's fine. We could do that. But this is not about Dalton. We are staying on topic. We are staying on track. So they got pissed off because they weren't allowed in a box to talk about Dalton's situation. So they went live and started running fucking their mouth about me and Dalton. So
I'm glad you focused it on this young man, because had you not,
right.
the truth wouldn't have all come out. So what you may not, because I got up like really early this morning. So did you hear it? Like, she got 100K. This girl, like, they're like
So
gifting and stuff.
I don't know amounts exactly. I did fall asleep probably about 1 o'clock in her live when everybody was talking about the financials and all that stuff. So I don't know exactly an amount, but I know it's up there. It's a pretty good fucking chunk of change.
Yeah, I guess Dalton himself gave like $2,800 worth of gifts. So he was talking about like how much she would have got, and I was like, oh my gosh. But earlier they were saying something about that she got like 100K, and then they were asking her what she spent the money on, and people were asking for money back. And then apparently now there is another GoFundMe set up for her for 50K. And her allegation.
Oh, really? She's got GoFundMe's up now?
Yeah, apparently she's got a GoFundMe up now. All of the money is being raised under the premise of having to move because she has abusive parents. Then it came out that her parents really aren't abusive. She was, basically it just sounds like they hold her accountable and she calls that abuse. So out that her parents really aren't abusive. She was, basically it just sounds like they hold her accountable and she calls that abuse. So I mean,
right.
I just cannot. The one thing I can say is, she has cerebral palsy. The young man she accused has cerebral palsy, and I think when dealing with people not knowing exactly how severe theirs is, or like how it affects them, I don't know that when we're talking to her that she is of the mature age of her actual age. She may be, I don't know, 25 years old or whatever it is, but does she have the maturity and does she think like a 25? I don't know. CP.
Well, and that is a good point. And I made this point last night. So let's take Jeremy, for instance, right? He has a disability, right? And he thinks that it's okay to play online with video games with children, right? So let's take that into consideration. I mean, I, as a full-grown adult, would never get online and play video games with children, right? Yeah, I do it with my daughter, and I will entertain my daughter in that aspect. But who's to say that he's not at that maturity level to know that that is not okay?
Right, and maybe
right. My thoughts.
Especially when you are innocent. I mean, like a truly innocent human being, and like innocent. I mean, like a truly innocent human being, and like innocent in the mind. Then a lot of times they don't see the fault in things because they
aren't doing anything wrong.
So I thought to myself, we're demonizing him because he's
aren't doing anything wrong.
So I thought to myself, we're demonizing him because he's doing this, but that may be his maturity level. I mean, we don't know, and I think it's we have to move with caution when dealing with individuals. We don't know, and I think it's we have to move with caution when dealing with individuals.
Right. Well, and same thing, there was conversations about, Jeremy's parents saying that it's okay, that there's nothing wrong with it. Conversations about, Jeremy's parents saying that it's okay, that there's nothing wrong with it. So, they know his full ability and mindset, and they know who he is. So if they are okay with, this man going on live and playing video games, this man going on live and playing video games, knowing he's not doing nothing except for simply playing video games. I mean, my God.
To me, it sounds like this girl was just angry and wanted to do anything she could to villainize him, and she did that. And I don't think just in hearing her talk, I don't think she even realized the repercussions of what she's done. So
Right.
I really don't think she can comprehend that.
And let's talk about that, because she said last night that they were going to get married and they had been dating and all of this stuff. And, he called her a word, and she got her feelings hurt in this relationship. She did. We heard it last night.
Oh yeah, I mean that's what this is all about, in my opinion. Is she's hurt and is like, oh, I'm going to make him pay.
I agree with you, honey. I agree with you last night. And I said this last night before all of this even came out. I said it at the very beginning. She's hurt over this relationship, and this is her way of hurting him back.
Yeah. Not realizing what transpires, what's going to transpire as a result. Yeah, it was a bad situation. I was just trying to warn you. I wasn't really trying to go after Dalton per se, but I just was like, I don't think Dalton realizes what all is happening, and I just didn't want you to jump in and get drugged, for it. Because
Right,
you know how
absolutely. Yep. And I know I was contemplating last night. Do I do this? Do I not do this? Do I, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was really contemplating last night, because I do not need to get drugged for fucking doing something that I know is wholeheartedly right in the first place.
Well, the other thing is they kept on like wanting the kid to come up, but I'm like, okay, my biggest fear was that obviously they keep on talking about this kid. He was doxxed. Everyone knows the kid's name. They know his at. And I'm like, and now 900 and some odd people, who some of them might be predators, know he's home alone during the day. And I was like, us talking about it is just going to shed light on that. So I was also like, what happens to this kid? And then, they were mad about the mother, and like, where's the mother? Apparently, I don't know if you knew this or if it came out last night in your live. Apparently, his father has passed away, died like a year ago, or maybe even less than a year ago. So she's now a single mom trying to raise her kids. And
the child's father?
Yes, the child's father. And
I did not know anything about that.
Right. That's why he's home alone. Mom works. Right. And I thought to myself, okay, well, this is like, now basically everyone knows, I just was like, we are just shedding a huge spotlight on this. And so then I thought, they wanted to go after the mother for not being there. And I'm like, look, he's probably struggling as is, put food on the table. And now he's going to go after the mother, who is probably doing the absolute best she can. And I'm like, we come from a generation where we were home all the time by ourselves. And unfortunately, I know times are different, but as a parent, you got to do what you got to do.
Absolutely.
And, so I was like, I just didn't want her to get in trouble or them to go after her. I don't know. It was just, the whole situation was a mess. And I was just like, oh, this is not good.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I get it.
Yeah, it's just.
But the mother really does need, this has affected so many people on TikTok, right? I mean, there was almost 1,000 people in my room. There was 800 people in her room. Dalton has been live all night long talking about this. And who else knows? Who else is out there talking about it? There were some pretty big creators in my room last night with hundreds of thousands of followers. I mean, this is affecting all of TikTok right now. I think the mother needs to know and be aware of this child's actions on TikTok just to keep him safe. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Well,
she's got to.
especially now.
Yeah,
The problem
absolutely now. Because
is
now
I
everybody
hope
knows where
instead
this
of
little boy
everyone,
lives. Everybody knows this, you know?
right?
Absolutely.
My hope is that instead of dragging this woman, people communicate with her the situation. Is that instead of dragging this woman, people communicate with her the situation, and then they help her because she probably needs help. She is probably mentally struggling, financially struggling. So I hope we lift her up and do what we can to help her instead of struggling, financially struggling. So I hope we lift her up and do what we can to help her instead of tear her down. So that would be my hope to everyone in TikTok land listening.
Well, and that's a
That would be my hope to everyone in TikTok land listening.
well, and that's a nice thought and hope. But you know, TikTok is not.
I know.
TikTok don't think. They think let's destroy somebody, let's bury somebody, let's get this person off the app. Like they don't think like, oh, this woman, this is a situation. What person off the app? Like they don't think like, oh, this woman, this is a situation. What can we do to help her? I mean, I'm sorry.
Well, the kid probably
And
does
it's
want to be
sad.
off the app, but I just don't want it to be at the mother's expense. I mean, she's obviously, but I just don't want it to be at the mother's expense. I mean, she's obviously probably going through so much. You know how it is. It's a struggle.
I get it.
When you have a full family, it's, you know. So anyways, I was listening to everybody else and they were all like, where's the mother? You know, someone needs to contact the mother's job and, you know, the police and turn her in. And I'm like, oh my God, this poor woman is already probably gone through so much. Uh-oh. It's me. You need to, does she know she's in a box? Megan, I don't think she knows she's in a box. Hey,
Well,
Megan.
hi, honey.
Yeah, okay. I was gonna say I don't think It's Me knows she's in the box.
Who?
It's Me. Did you not see her in the box? She just got down, but her little girl was.
Oh, she's not in there no more. Oh, I thought that was your baby.
Oh no, that was hers. She's saying I need to go poop.
Oh, jeez.
I was like, yeah, I don't think she knows she's in the box. Oh, out of the mouth of babes. Are you working this morning?
Yeah.
You work so much, girl.
Yeah, I'll be working. I go back to work tomorrow.
Well, did you get all your planting done?
Well, if I became a beggar on TikTok, I could do that full time, and then I could hang out with you guys all day long.
Oh my gosh, girl. That'd be fun. I cannot believe some people make so much money on this app.
Yeah, it's crazy. It is. Yeah, it's crazy. It is absolutely crazy. And this poor girl, I'm telling you, TikTok is gonna go after this poor girl because of her financials. She collects disability, and the mother collects caregiver income, and they're collecting all this money on fucking TikTok. I'm telling, they're gonna ruin this girl's life.
Well, you know, she probably does need some repercussions for, I don't know, like, it sounded to me like she has blown a ton of money on people and things. And all the money she has raised thus far, none of it has gone, like, I'm telling you, she said she was raising the money to move out because she had abusive parents. That is what came out, at least this morning. And then they were like, where's the money? And I guess she doesn't have it. I mean, and she's not moved out still.
She's been playing on TikTok, gifting everybody with everybody else's money.
Yeah, it's wild behavior. Wow.
All right, who wants what from McDonald's?
I'll have a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit.
I'm taking orders now, TikTok.
Are you on your way to work now?
I am, yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
I gotta be there.
After being up all night long. Hello.
Yeah, I mean, I was only up until about 1 o'clock, so that's not too bad.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't even stay up. I was asleep pretty much, an hour into what was going on. And then when I woke up and Dalton was sitting out in the car, I was like, oh my gosh. I was kidding.
The one with the oranges, please.
Okay. Anything else for you?
No, that's it, honey.
A bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit.
Okay, thank you. Honey.
A bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit.
Okay, thank you. Oh, you guys are funny. Don't forget the bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit.
Hash browns. Oh, I love McDonald's hash browns.
I do too, girl. I do too.
Good. Do you put ketchup on them?
No.
No? Oh my gosh.
Do you put ketchup on yours?
Oh, I put ketchup.
Usually when I get McDonald's breakfast, I'm usually, out and about.
Hoverboarding.
So I just eat it the way it comes.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm usually, out and about.
Hoverboarding.
So I just eat it the way it comes.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, I mean I love their bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit. But man, they are so greasy. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I like their biscuits too. Good
morning. You're the egg.
Good morning. Yeah, baby.
Do they know you by name?
No. You too, honeys. She was chippery, wasn't she?
I'm like, I need her in my town.
Thanks, baby. You as well, honeys. All right, let me pull over.
Town.
Thanks, baby. You as well, honeys. All right, let me pull over really fast. Well, thanks everybody for hanging out with me this morning, drinking coffee and chit-chatting it away. Let me see about my comments really fast.
I'm putting on eyelashes, so I'm not reading comments right now.
If I was being called honey, I'd be chippery too. Well, good morning, honeys.
Have you talked to Jana lately?
Have I talked to who?
Jana D.
It's been a couple days. She was in my live, like 2 or 3 days ago. But after that, I haven't. She did send me a message, and I talked to her like that. But I haven't seen her around too much lately.
I haven't seen her since all the stuff went down with Shannon and her, and I was starting to worry about her.
Yeah.
I know she was really.
There's a hole in it. It ripped, and so I haven't been able to use my mask. And I don't know who to ask. I don't ask you guys.
Oh my. Okay, what are we doing on here?
I don't think she meant to request.
What kind of mask are we talking about here?
Good morning, Chris Nelson.
Can we see the mask on?
Good morning, honeys. I think maybe like a face mask for when they were giving out COVID and shenanigans.
Who was it? I didn't see it.
I forgot who it was too. I don't remember.
Yeah, so anyways, I hadn't seen her since all that stuff went down with Shannon, and I've been kind of worried. I sent her a message, and I don't think I've received a reply yet. Have you seen Sweet Cheeks?
Sweet Cheeks is
No, Briar. Sorry, Sweet Briar.
Sweet Briar. I think she was in my live last night.
Oh,
I,
good.
I think I seen a comment coming through from her.
I haven't seen her in a while.
But I haven't like spoken with her.
So, just to get off topic here, what's the latest with Shannon? Have you heard from her?
I have not heard from her.
Are you really?
No, I really don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm sure she would have had a lot to say last night. uh, that was maybe a
Was
good
she
thing.
live last night?
I don't know. She's she's private at everything.
Oh,
Although somehow things of hers keeps on getting leaked. So, although I love the fact that you took the opportunity the other night to bring awareness to the whole picture situation. I love that. I was like, go.
yeah. I've been talking about that for a couple days, and I will continue to talk about that until I get my answers from Shannon.
Oh, it's. I don't even think I don't even think the picture's real. I literally that like if you think about it, I don't. And I've been in a ton of fights. Have you ever been? Have you ever been hit in the face and have a bruise?
Yeah.
Okay, think about the amount of swelling you had, especially around the eye cheekbone area. You
Yep.
bruised so significantly, and I'm like, there was no swelling at all, and I'm like, that looks like pure makeup.
Yep. That and/or filter. I mean, but like I said, who knows? Who knows if it really happened, right? Who knows if it really fucking happened? And if it did, something did happen to her, then it happened. It didn't happen the time when she told me it happened. So she had a goodbye. She had a goodbye live last night.
Hold on.
Well, good. I'm glad she said goodbye to everybody, and I hope she takes time for herself to figure out her lies, and and that's it. Rosie, girl, I seen you in those comments last night. You said, Faith, I don't know if you know that you were on what side of TikTok you were on last night. I was like, Rosie, what are you doing, girl? She said, Faith, I don't think you were aware of what side of TikTok you were on last night. I don't think you were aware of whose boxes you were in. I was like, oh, damn, she don't know. But it's true, though. I mean, I'm not proud to be on this side of TikTok, but fuck. You got every private investigator on your ass now. And somebody put in the comments last night, I forget who it was. They were like, they said, oh, she's scamming? We're going to tell Mikey.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, about this girl? Is that who you're talking about?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yes. Someone should let Mikey know. No, better yet, get Mallory on it.
Well, Mal, I'm sure Mal knows. I mean, Mal's people were in here last night. I'm very sure Mal knows about it. And from what I've seen with Mal, I think Mal's gonna go into a deep dive about this. And if she doesn't, I'll be really, really shocked, right? I mean,
Yeah.
this is a very serious topic and situation, and that's what Mal does, right? I mean,
Yeah. I mean,
yeah,
I know people who are on disability. They don't get enough to support themselves. I get that. I mean, it's impossible, and so they need help when they need it. But to abuse the system as much as she has, that's the problem.
right, absolutely, absolutely. There's nothing wrong with reaching out for help if you need help. What's wrong is when you start to get advantage of the help that you're receiving.
Right, or lying about it.
Right.
So yeah,
Oh,
you know,
blessings every day. She doesn't want to be in it. Did she say that last night? She don't want a part of it. Which is, I mean, I could totally understand that because I was really contemplating last night. Do I want to be a part of this? Should I go live? Do we need to listen to this live together? Do I, you know what I'm saying? So I totally understand that.
well,
Did she say she didn't want to?
although I was really worried about you getting involved in it, just because you know how everyone treats you, I'm kind of glad you did because had you not started the whole thing, I mean, the truth would not have come out. And then this guy today may have woken up to a much different situation.
Yep, absolutely. 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 It would have been bad. It would have been fucking disastrous. It really would have been.
I mean, it's kind of a double edged sword because you want to support the girl. If it what she's saying is truly true, it'd be a horrible thing to like look the other way and say no, it can't be true or it's not true. But some other side, you gotta verify the information before people just jump in and go with it. Which is why I was like, Dalton, stop. You gotta get the facts before you just jump in and start accusing people.
Right. And that's why I'm so adamant. I say this all the time and I can't stop saying it. You guys stop blindly watching one person talk about another person. Just stop doing that. Go get your other side of the story.
Yeah, I
You know
mean,
what I'm saying?
I go into Doors Live and I enjoy their live, and I want to go over there because I want to hear their side of the story, which is why I come over here. I want to hear the entire because there's their truth, and the actual truth, you know. And so you never get it usually from just one side. It's their version or their understanding or take of the truth.
Yep.
So, not saying that anyone is like lying, but
Yeah, Emily, you can come up for a minute, baby. I only have a couple more minutes, so
Hi, Megan.
good morning, honey. What's up?
Good morning. I saw your live last night, and I think you did a really good job with like having everybody on the platform and just like hearing their side of the story. And I do like your platform a lot because you're the person like shit. I'm gonna come over whenever I need to vent to you about stuff.
Right. Right. Well, thank you, honey. I appreciate you.
You're welcome. I just wanted to say that. Have a good day.
All right, baby. You too, honey. Thank you.
You're welcome.
See, and like I said, I will go against the popular opinion. I will go against the popular opinion to find out facts and the truth. I'm sorry. I root for the underdog. I root for the underdog because 95% of the time the underdog is fucking just getting hammered over no reason at all. No reason at all.
yeah, that's me. Everyone says, "Oh, I can't believe you sit with with Megan," and I'm like, I've never heard her do any of the things or treat me any of the ways that y'all say that she is, and I'm like, I until I hear otherwise, I like her. I like her take on stuff. I try. I think she tries at least, to hear people out, and I don't know. So I don't know. It seems like everybody feels like they are entitled to tell you where you can and can't go, and I think that's so weird.
Yeah, Crybaby could kiss my ass. She's over there mad because I fucking shut her down. Her and her people down for changing the topic onto Dalton. That's what she's mad about. She's mad because they wanted to come up and talk about Dalton's old situation and I shut it fucking down. I wouldn't fucking listen to it. That's why she's mad. So go ahead, crybaby. Keep on saying what a horrible fucking individual I am. And whatever you gotta say, but I know better, honey.
Who is that? I've never even heard of that person.
Her name is Crybaby Des.
Who does she sit with?
I don't even know who she is. I don't even fucking know. I don't know where she came from, who she sat with, what her story is. I don't fucking know.
Well, listen.
But all right, guys, I gotta go. You guys have a good day.
Okay, catch you on the flip side.
All right, baby. Thank you for your support. I appreciate you. Before you guys go make judgment, right? Before you guys decide to form your own opinion, go get both sides of the story. You guys sat here and watched it last night. If I didn't do what I did last night, this man's life could have been fucking destroyed this morning when he woke up. I'm sorry, I feel like that, and I'm glad that I fucking did it. And if anybody's gonna come for me and be mad because I said what I said last night or I did what I did, I'm not gonna fucking even entertain you with it. Last night was absolutely 100% the correct thing to do. That's how I wholeheartedly. So with that being said, you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I'll catch everybody next time. All right, my little misfits. All right, my little misfits. Little misfits.